Here is a question most buyers do not think to ask until it is too late. And this is actually a meaningful difference between a relocation specialist and a general buyer's agent. And so, does it matter in your specific situation? The answer is yes. And yes, today I want to explain why. Because the stakes of getting this wrong when you are buying in another state are meaningfully higher than they are for that local move. My name is Elizabeth McCarthy. I am a relocation specialist here in the Upstate South Carolina with EXP Realty. I want to be clear that I'm making this argument to sell you on working with me because I genuinely believe that understanding this distinction will make your relocation better regardless of ultimately who you work with. Before I walk you through the difference, if you want to experience the relocation specialist approach firsthand, I offer a free discovery call. There is no obligation. It is just a conversation where we sit down, where I show you exactly what this looks like in what I'm doing and how it fits your specific situation. My booking link is right below the video in the show notes. Now, let me show you what the difference actually is. Let me start with the core distinction because it is simpler than most people expect. A general buyer's agent is excellent at helping a local buyer find a home. And they know the MLS, and they write offers, and they negotiate. And for someone who already lives in this market, already understands the neighborhood, and already has a feel for the community, a general buyer's agent is often exactly what they need. An out-of-state relocation buyer is not that person. When you are buying from a different state, you do not already know the market. You do not know the difference between why Boiling Springs and Inman feels completely different, despite being 15 minutes apart. You do not know what road floods, what neighborhoods are being rezoned, which school districts are genuinely strong versus appearing strong on a ranking website. You do not know the culture of the community. The typical inspection issues for homes built in the upstate's clay soil, or the nuances of wells and septic due diligence. A relocation specialist brings all of that into context to you proactively before you need to ask, before we've made it our business to know. This is the first distinction. Second is process. A relocation transaction is very different. You may be selling in one state and buying in another simultaneously. The timing, bridge financing, attorney closing mechanics, South Carolina specific forms and deadlines, all of these require someone who has handled them many times and as a vendor network already in place. An agent who occasionally works with out-of-state buyers is learning alongside of you. An agent who specializes in relocation is several moves ahead. But here's the thing I want to say most clearly, because I think it is most important distinction of all. A relocation specialist done well does not just handle that transaction. They guide you in the decision. You are relocating from another state. You're not just buying a house. You're not just choosing a community. You're choosing a daily rhythm. You are choosing that environment that will shape what you are looking for, your relationships, your sense of belonging, and your quality of life for that next chapter. The stakes are a little different and the scope is a little different. And so the first conversation I have with every relocation client is not just about those bedrooms, those bathrooms. It's about the life they're trying to build. What does that perfect morning look like in your new home? What do you want your Saturdays to feel like? Are you running towards something more specific? Do you want to be near the mountains? Do you want a slower pace? Are you primarily running away from something? These lead to very different outcomes. A transaction-focused agent starts with the MLS. A lifestyle relocation specialist starts with your life. This is the distinction that matters most. Quick pause here because my free Upstate South Carolina relocation guide is built on this philosophy. It starts with lifestyle questions before it gets to those listings. The link is in the description below. Let me give you those 5 questions to ask any agent before you hire them. Question number 1. How many out-of-state relocation buyers have you worked with in the last 12 months? You want that specific number, not some or quite a few. A specialist knows exactly. Question 2. Walk me through your process for virtual buyers. And how do you handle that search? How do you do this scouting trip, the offer, and the closing for someone who is not local? An experienced relocation specialist has documented this process. Someone who occasionally works with remote buyers is improvising. Question 3 is, what do you know about the specific communities that I'm interested in? Beyond what's on Google. This is where local expertise shows up immediately. An agent embedded in the market can tell you what that morning drive on Highway 14 actually feels like, what section of the neighborhood gets the best cell signal, and maybe what community is closest to the trail but far enough from that road to stay quiet. Question 4. Have you handled a simultaneous transaction? Someone selling in one state while buying here. Ask for specific examples and how they navigated a complication. The real experience comes with real stories. The question 5. What is your philosophy about the process? Do you start with lifestyle or listings? The answer can tell you everything about who they are as that advisor. And finally, trust your gut. The agent who answers all 5 questions well but doesn't feel right is probably not the right agent for you. You are entering into a significant relationship with a person who will represent your interests in one of the most important decisions of your life. This person needs to feel like that genuine guide, not a transaction processor. I want to tell you what a great relocation experience actually feels like, because if you've not had one, it might be hard to picture. It feels like clarity instead of overwhelm. It feels like having someone who knows that terrain walking alongside of you. It feels like your questions get answered before you ask them, because your agent already anticipated what you need to know. The right relocation specialist makes the whole process feels like it was designed just for you, because it was. And I want you to know that I had this own personal experience. My family and I relocated from Massachusetts years ago, and we lived it. We lived all of these things that I experienced firsthand, and the challenges of things that we learned. And I want to be able to share with you my knowledge, because I know how it feels to leave something behind and start a new chapter, and what that means with a family. All right, so step 1, grab that free Upstate South Carolina relocation guide from that link in the description below. It is built on this exact lifestyle first philosophy. Step 2 is let's book that discovery call. My name is Elizabeth McCarthy. Schedule that free discovery call. Let's talk about what your needs are and how I can guide you to those informed decisions. I would love to show you what this approach actually looks like and what it may feel like for your specific situation. All right, so I would love to hear your comments for this video. What is the single most important quality you are looking for in a relocation agent? I do read each one of those comments and I appreciate them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.